An intense survival game awaited at the funhouse right when everyone had their backs to the wall. Mechamaru, Robo-Coach Mechamaru to be exact, was killed. The barrier to the final dead room has been broken, and the ultimate weapon rises from its deep sleep. Yeah! Hi everybody, Renegade68 here. Case 4. So, what's our difficulty? Okay, good. So it's skills. Do we have anything new? Did we get anything special that's new? Doesn't look like it. So let's buy some stuff, because we can do that, right? Report card. Wait a second, what the hell? We have 72 medals. How did that happen? We got... Was that from one of the Monokumas? Give us an odd number? Maybe. Whatever. The point is... Report card. Skills. Let's look at it over everything again. I always have to do this. And there's clock up. Increases max speed. I don't really care about max speed. Turning power, though, might be good. I might want to get maneuver. I'm just thinking about this. I think I want to get maneuver. Yeah. Let's get maneuver. Increases turning power. Okay. Hooray! I got the skill. And I'm gonna set it. Where is it? Turning power. Or no, maneuver. It's not called turning power, doy. 42 out of 62. Gosh. Maybe if I had actually gotten some, like, if I had actually finished Mechamaru, maybe I'd have more than 42 skill point, but... Damn it! If I just had one more free time with him. Oh well. I don't know. The main reason I didn't was, I mean, if there was one more free time section, I would have. But the main reason I didn't is because I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe he wasn't gonna die. Like, because it seemed like too cliche, too obvious. Other than that, I'm really liking this case. But that one part kind of annoys me that he's the victim, because it just makes sense, and I wish they did something that made less sense. Usually I like it when things make sense, but in this case, this is the kind of thing I don't like. Anyways, I'm good. Let's go. Yeah. Well, just real quick. I guess I should probably review some of this stuff, because, usually I do the investigation the morning that I do the, usually I do the investigation and the trial on the same day. Today I'm not doing that, so I should probably review some of this stuff. And that's all of it. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to leave all that in or not. Just kind of reviewed all the evidence, but, let's finish. Let's do it. Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
You have to do this every time.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
That just sounds more and more sassy every time he says it.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I just noticed Mikon's X'd out thing looks kind of... It looks less like an X and more like a cross. Like maybe like for a hospital symbol. Maybe that's what they were going for.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go.
Yes, sir, Master Monokuma, sir.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I wouldn't want to eat stuffed rabbit, though. Then again, if they're not hungry, maybe.
I'm here today because Coach NicoB risked his life to protect me.
Yes, you are. How does it make you feel, you ungrateful bitch?
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
Unless it's you. I really hope it's you. Everyone else, I kind of like, except you.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
It's all part of the plan.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Sounds like a plan, you know, even though that's what we usually do. But yeah, sounds like a good plan.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Okay, sure.
I discovered NicoB's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there.
But was it really before 7 a.m.? Otherwise the clock wouldn't have stopped the way it did.
Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
This is truth. Oh, I was just looking at Mekamaru's, and this might have been coincidence or something. Or maybe it wasn't what I thought it was, but at least one of the ends of his X's looked like a pointing finger or something.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Yep, that's right. We were bound chicka-wowing all through the night.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
No, but let's just let him think that. No, that'd be bad. We don't want to give ourselves alibis we don't have.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Flexible legs? Is somebody about to clear that up? I think I know what she's saying, but not really.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Flexible legs. Oh, she's saying she's not someone with the legs of a person who could do a threesome? Or something? I don't know.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
Exactly. You tell him, Hajime Hinata Hyuga.
And then, the three of us discovered NicoB's body.
Or did we really? Maybe somebody else already discovered it. Or two people already discovered it. Dun dun dun.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Obviously. Oh, yes. Just trying to say again, I'm not the killer, right?
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
Although I don't believe he's the killer. I think they're going in the direction that, like, you know, he's having big character development. He's going to be the one of the last ones to survive, but maybe. We'll see. I haven't ruled anyone completely out yet, though it's very unlikely in my opinion.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Well, dang.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Which was the annoying buzzing noise that Kane heard. It's a very loud telephone, by the way.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Yes, what is your theory? Who do you think the killer is? Because, I don't have a very good theory. Like, soda cans because of machines and stuff, but other than that, nothing.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
I see merit to what you're saying, but not quite for the reason that I think you think.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
I'm not a chick, but, okay.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
That wouldn't be very good for the progression of the trial.
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Lovers' quarrel? Okay. Sure. What?
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yes, it does. You're saying the previous incidents don't?
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
About what?
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Is that supposed to be an insult to Miss Sonia? I'd be offended if I was her.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
What is it?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
What, the pillar? You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. I don't think so. Think about it. The rock shards, right? The rock shards were under Mechamaru's body, which means if he was killed by the giant stone pillar, then there should have been rock shards over his body too. The fact there was only rock shards under his body leads me to believe the rock pillar fell before he died. That does beg the question of where the blood came from on his head. But I think what could have happened is the rock pillar did fall on him, but he didn't die because he's like awesome and stuff, and his body is super duper duper. So that's why there was some oil, but it didn't kill him. One thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Oh, there's also the hammer. I completely forgot about the hammer. It's been a day since the investigation. Can you tell? Yeah. Could have been the hammer. I guess. But I think that's a red herring. Alright, let's do it. Wire, oil on the floor. Oh, the hammer isn't even there. Broken doorknob, pillar fragments. I'm gonna guess pillar fragments.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
That's it? Hammer the tower of the weapon, like you said, it looks like it's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
Tripped over pillar. Let me take a look at this real quick. It was so heavy that even two people couldn't budge it, but damaged area of the pillar was also stained, so that suggests that the pillar was used. I don't think it was the murder weapon. Might have been, but it suggests that at least.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
That's it? I'm not really sure where they're going with this. Hammer was the tower with the weapon, like you said. It looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out...
Wire, oil on the floor, tripped over thingy-mabob, new looking hammer, chain. Wire. Oil on the floor. Okay. There's the tipped over pillar. New looking hammer. It was completely clean. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe, yeah, that's the thing. Like, maybe somebody wiped it, but right now it doesn't look like it has anything on it. Alright, fine.
Up the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Not with all the blood we saw at the scene. Well, blood, as it were.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Because you said it, and you're the comic relief character.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Not just like, but sure.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But there's nothing.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Unless somebody wiped it, but what would they wipe it with? Was there anything in the, past the final dead room that could be used to wipe it? I mean, if they used their fucking clothes, we'd know.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
With what?
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
That's plausible.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Yeah, unless they wanted to make it look fit like the pillar was the murder weapon, it really is the hammer to throw you off, but I don't know. It's still a possibility, though unlikely, I guess.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What?
Baby gangster? Me?
Nice.
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure you were. Then what was the hammer there for? That's a good question. Can anyone answer that? If not to kill somebody, then why?
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Not quite.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That is the question.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
It was the pillar, of course. I mean, Nekomaru could have probably left it and hit himself with it if we're going the suicide route, but I really don't think it's suicide. This case has to really... I will be very surprised if it's suicide, and I don't dislike this case. Because that would be stupid. They've already done that in the case 4.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
What kind of angle?
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
That's a pretty insightful turnabout way of looking at it. It's a turning style. I like it. The actual weapon, but if it's the crime... broken put Nekomaru's body.
I see. The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
I think this itself is also a red herring, because the stone fragments were under Nekomaru, which would suggest he fell on top of them. And there was none over him, so, like, he was still alive, or at least still standing, before, after the stone pillar fell.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Who the hell could have lifted it, huh?
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar.
Sure, and nobody could lift it either.
Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
Because it's too heavy!
We tried to move it, right?
What a dumb bitch. Hung 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 hung. Huff puff, it's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy.
Yes, it was.
But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Nekomaru? What, are you saying suicide?
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So what are you suggesting exactly?
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Well, actually, maybe she's onto something. Maybe he was gonna use it for something else, and then somebody, like, tripped him or something. With the rope thing? Wire? Maybe?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Plausible if he wanted everyone else to live on, but I don't think so.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
He's not some dumb girl who could be called an ogre who thinks killing herself is the answer. Jeez. Who knows? If she didn't, then somebody else might have tried. So maybe she would do the right thing. Can't really say.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Just
Well, I guess you're right.
wow. She's like, she could. So she was all like, he could totally have lifted the pillar, and wasn't even thinking about what that meant. Okay. Wow.
What the heck?
Yeah, she's even dumber than you, soda cans. It does bother me a little. That word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
Maybe that in itself will be a red herring. Like, we'll think it's suicide for a while, and then we'll find out in reality it wasn't. Maybe. Still, though, I don't want them to think it for too long, because then it would run into the same problem you ran into in case 2, where it's like, oh, she's a serial killer. She obviously isn't. Obviously it's a fake, but they just did it for so long. They made you think maybe it is real, which makes it stupid. So, yeah.
There may may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Say what?
Huh? For reals?
For really reals?
Yes, for reals.
Oh, Sonya.
I see. So my gut was right after all.
But how would they do it, Sonya? Tell us.
All right. It's up to you, Sonya. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
Yes, all. Let us do the all.
Sonya, here I go!
What? Okay. Not really sure where this is going, but alright. Wire, good night button, chain, pillar fragments, broken doorknob, good night button, oil on the floor. Good night button, broken doorknob.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
So, just to review, I've already seen the pillar fragments, I've already seen the wire, I've already seen the oil on the floor, then the good night button and the broken doorknob. Good night button would be, oh yeah, right. The button is pressed, all the NicoB's functions cease and he's forced to enter sleep mode. And then there's also the broken doorknob with the scratches. Alright.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about
Soda
tipping the
cans.
pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Ah, nice.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonya, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
Is that it? The killer murdered Mechamaru by tripping over the pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
So the chain is... This chain, that has nothing to do with it. Then there's also... Okay, I might be getting confused. Is there more than 5 things? Is there more than 5 things here? Oil on the floor, tripped over pillar, pillar fragments, broken doorknob. Where's the good night button? There are more than 5 things! Holy crap, that's confusing. Okay. It's not gonna be the chain. Let's see. Broken doorknob. It's not gonna be the broken doorknob. Pillar fragments. There it is.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Let me see exactly what pillar fragment says. Where is it? No fragments on top of his body.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonya, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
Alright, I think I have this. Maybe. I think.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonya, you go, girl.
Man, there's just no testimony that I'm, like, seeing that is relevant. Tipped over pillar. Where's the tipped over pillar? Damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy even 2 people couldn't budge it. It's tipped over. Maybe. I don't know if this has anything to do with it. Let's see, chain. What else is there? Broken doorknob. Wire. It won't be the wire, I don't think. It won't be the chain. It won't be the broken doorknob. Might be the pillar fragments. Might be the tripped over pillar. I don't think it'd be the good night button. So pillar fragments and tripped over pillar are the things I gotta concern myself with. Let me just try pillar fragments.
I'm getting hella excited.
Yeah.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Like this? Oh, that is right?
That's wrong.
I mean, that's wrong? Okay.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
I don't know, that's... Okay, I guess that's not bad. That was the first thing I tried after all, so I can't really complain too much about it being too hard, but... It does feel a bit vague. I mean, I said I thought it was the pillar fragments because, you know, the pillar fragments would have been on top of his body, like he's saying, but... That doesn't really just apply to tipping over the... I don't know. You know, I think I'm gonna let that one slide. That's not terrible, because... Unlike in, let's say, Ace Attorney, where you have all of your evidence at your disposal, you only have a limited amount in this game. So as long as they don't give you any too confusing pieces, it shouldn't be too hard to figure it out, especially when there's a limited amount of statements to object to. It might have even only been the one. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. All right, never mind. That was fine, I guess.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Yeah, bitch. Get out my way.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
But they were not.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
Oh.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
No, it wasn't. Blame soda cans. It's okay. No one wants to blame you.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Magic.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
If we let something go, it could kill our entire understanding of the case.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
But how is the question? Dun dun dun.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
Why do you have a feeling?
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
No, but we can't say for sure it's right either. So we're at a conundrum.
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Another way to use that pillar to kill. Without there being fragments on top of the body? Unless somebody removed the fragments. But then that would also mean the tipped over pillar is possible, so we must be talking about something else.
Is that true?
Explain, oh great Nagito.
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
I wonder if Nagito is even gonna answer, now that he's starting to be jerkish for some reason. Oh?
You guys, the same as usual.
Seriously? You used to be so, oh, you're Hope, you can figure it out, not, oh, you're so sucky. Like, what is this?
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Where is this coming from? I'm very curious.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
What? Since when did you care about whether or not you die? You used to think, oh, it's okay if I die if I'm your stepping stone. Although I guess if he thinks everyone else sucks now, then he wouldn't be okay with it. But still, what the hell? What happened? What have you learned?
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
What are you talking about? He is talking like a lunatic. It's just he's not being super optimistic now. Now he's being pessimistic.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
And what does that mean?
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Don't tell me it's something like, oh, no, that wouldn't be it. I was just thinking about how in the first game, they didn't volunteer to erase their own memories, but they did volunteer to lock themselves in the school. So maybe if they also volunteered to trap themselves on an island, then he's saying, oh, if you're so poopy that you're gonna hide, on an island that you don't deserve or whatever or something. I don't know, maybe.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Do you mean the wire? I still don't understand why there'd be no rock fragments on top.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
The wire. Well, that has to be it. But how's that so ultimate?
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Well, you get many things when you clear the final dead room, but only one of them is the ultimate weapon, I guess.
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
He probably has a hunch, but there's no way he could know for sure. He never saw it, apparently.
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
Yeah, it'd be the wire, I think. I mean, it has to be, right?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Oh, Gundam, what are you saying?
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Okay, sure.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Could we not ramble and just focus on the truth, please?
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate braiding weapon. Okay.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 Dark Devas of Destruction.
Oh my god. They're so gonna get hitched if they both make it out of this alive.
I see.
Nice.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Yo, shut up, soda cans. There's no threesome for you.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Oh, that has to do with it? Okay, cool. This is something I really don't get.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Yeah, where'd the chain go?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Where's this pessimism coming from?
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Yeah, of course, except for me. You don't have to expect anything from me. I suck.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Well, yes. But what is the question?
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
These are both facts.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Not necessarily, but that's what we assumed.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
God, the way she talks. It's great.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Kinda.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show? Really? Did you pick that up from Monami's stick thing? The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. The chain? Still though, they both power the same scene of the crime. Or at least they appear to be. It's, Strange Feeling in Tower? Chain? Wouldn't it be chain?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
What does Strange Feeling in Tower even say? Where is it? Strange Feeling in Tower. Oh, it's the bottom one. Could have just went up. Maybe it's this?
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Is it really gonna be this simple? It feels a bit too vague, and yet it feels also too simple at the same time, but I'll try it anyways.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
It is that
No,
simple.
that's wrong.
Okay, sure. If you say so.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Good question.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Are you acting like Gundam now? That's awesome if you are.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
The same way it was on the other side.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Dun dun dun.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
I thought that too, but now that you've mentioned it, it's probably not true because you're the comic relief character.
If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Until you think about the chain, which is where the problem lies.
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
It would be, but it doesn't explain the chain.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
Oh, of course.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh! First argument with her.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
I was thinking it might have been the first argument with a woman. I don't remember if there was arguments with women in case 2 or 3, but actually, I just remember there was one with Maharu. But Hiro, I miss you! Why'd you die so early? Why'd you die at all? Okay. Alright.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Why are you stretching this so much? This is weird of you.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But why would he do that?
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
Why are you trying to be so determined to say this?
Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Okay. I'll have cake over bread any day. Oil on the floor, tripped over pillar, new looking hammer, chain. Chain! It's the chain. And there's starting to be more than 5 things now. It's confusing when it only shows me 5 at a time. Chain.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I'm out of cuts. Okay. As expected of a princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. I need to counter her remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I'm out of cuts again. Darn, I should probably save some of my cuts, because that last statement might just be a big deal. I've never had to save cuts before, but I guess I should.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
I'm just gonna ignore this one.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
Oh! 2 at once!
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
How clever, 2 at once. Nice.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear,
What?
the pillar of the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Oh, I think I got it now. I know what to do. I saw the remark, and there were 2 weak statements. It's confusing when there's multiple weak statements. Definitely hold on what you just said. I need to show the evidence that contradicts that.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
No? All apple of an assumption there's no egg. Okay, wait, what? Futuristic Robo-Bear. That couldn't have anything to do with it.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body,
Everything at the crime scene?
The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene. Tripped over pillar, new looking hammer. Pillar front, is it the broken doorknob? Doesn't the chain make much more sense? I'm gonna try it again. Ah,
he
I
could have
missed.
moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
No? Did I miss? Am I missing? Is that it? Or...
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
maybe I missed.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body,
Everything at the crime scene?
No? How is that not it? But they didn't move everything at the crime scene because of the chain. What?
Crap!
Oh, is it the oil?
it seems you have forgotten.
Oil on the
Monokuma
floor.
is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body,
Everything at the crime?
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The chain. I still think the chain works, though. I guess moving everything at the crime scene. Okay, it's vague. It's a bit vague. Oil makes sense. It's just having chain there kind of... like, because chain kind of makes sense, too, doesn't it? Moved everything at the crime scene. But there was no chain when we came in, so where did the chain go? I don't know. I don't know if that was... I'll let it slide.
huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
At least not in such a short time period. If you gave him enough time, you might be able to erase the oil on one side and mimic it on the other side. But for one thing, why go to all that trouble, especially if they might even go to the other side again? But two, that would take way too long.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Take that, Sonya.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
No, it's not your fault. Blame soda cans. Or Akane.
It's alright. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
I love how excited he gets about it.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
Actually, that's kind of impossible because they both had the crime scene. So they have to be connected somehow.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Although, that could have easily been strewn as being, like... It could have been the exact same thing as what we did with the crime scene. It's just, with that, if you left it in, like, the middle of the floor, then there wouldn't have been any difference to you, probably.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
And the crime scene was still there, just not the way we thought it would be.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
It's a very good question. I have no clue. An illusion? I don't know. If they can't be the same building or two different buildings, there's no options left. It has to be one or the other. Somehow.
No idea, huh?
The mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Yeah, we did get to play as you a bit. Maybe we can play as him now in the trial too? Probably not.
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
No, it's more fun if he does hints. At least he still has some of the funness to him. It's just, being a bit more pessimistic is kind of, eh.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
At least you care about that still. I was kind of expecting like, oh, I want to live too, so maybe you would give us the answer right away, but yeah, it's kind of weird that you don't do that then. I don't know.
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Interesting. Okay, so you do have a reason. Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
Well, he's not the only one who'd know it, but the other person who knows it is probably the killer.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
The Super Russian Roulette, haha! You performed the appropriate action order. Could you be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
He probably found plenty of things. Was it the window? Is that how he knows?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
But what was through the looking glass?
From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
What did you see?
Strange scenery?
What did you see?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
You should all clear the final dead room now. What?
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
A perfect camera?
You took a picture?
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe that was part of the point of it. Maybe. To use as you see fit? Nito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket. Weird. I don't think we've ever seen an inner monologue this style before, but okay.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Yeah, this is very weird. We don't usually see this, at least not in a class trial.
Let me explain it to you again.
This is what he saw? Well, that is intriguing. For one thing, where the hell are we? For another thing, how does this help us figure out the secret?
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Intriguing. Unless, oh, there's like nothing on the other side of the tower. There's just the tower, then the hall, so there's only one hall and only one tower. Or, no. Two halls, but only one tower? But the hall, even though there's two halls, they'd be like on top of each other, right? Going into where we are, right? So somehow, like, we're on the same side. Somehow. I'm just trying to think of how. Like, maybe, Damn it, how would that work? Maybe... like, it'll be like the first floor of Strawberry House and the first floor of Grape House, then the second floor of Strawberry House, second floor of Grape House, third floor of Strawberry House, third floor of Grape House. Like, I'm doing a thing with the hand motion, and that won't help you guys to understand, but like, basically the floors are interchanging. Like, you'll go up the stairs of one floor, and halfway through those stairs, you could have actually, like, the grape room is, like, inside. They're connected. It's the same building. It's not 3 floors of one building, and then 3 floors of another building somewhere else. It's 6 floors of the same building, interchanging as you go up. That might be what's going on. Maybe. Somehow. But then, and then maybe the crime scene moves up and down depending on what, maybe, yeah, the Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall thing, the floor will move up or down depending on which part you enter it from. That makes the most sense to me right now.
But don't you think it's weird?
What, all the trees? Yes, I do think it's weird, but also, yeah, the other thing is weird too.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
The first thing that doesn't make the most sense is the trees to me, but that has nothing to do with the funhouse. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. I can think of one big thing.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
I like thinking time. That sounds fun. I enjoy thinking time. Usually I do prediction time, but I don't mind thinking time either. So let's all put our thinking caps on. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Can I just point to the open air?
Here!
Yes! Alright.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
Then there should be another thing extending off the end of the tower.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yes.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
But you didn't.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
Nagi said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. Which means there are other contradictions contained in it? Oh. Oh crap, this might be bad. I don't see any other thing that's obvious. What doesn't make sense in this picture? The forest?
Here!
I was right?
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Oh, but we're kind of high up, or I don't know if that... Oh, Grape House is the bottom floor then, right? I thought it was strawberry, grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry, grape. But it might be grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry. Did I say too many? I don't know.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Also, the trees, like where the fuck are we? But okay.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo.
Dun dun dun!
The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
So I think I'm right. It's alternating floors as you go up.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
I don't think that's quite what he's saying.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
You don't have to be so mean to me. Or at least if you are going to be mean to me, why do you have to be so mean to everyone else?
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Dun dun dun. Oh, right, there was the hatch. The hatch on the bottom of the strawberry first floor led to the grape first floor. Yeah, that makes sense. Or no, wait. Shit. Didn't that lead to the second floor? Oh, what the fuck? How does that make any sense? I thought the floors were interchanging, but maybe it's not that simple. Maybe they're layered differently, like it goes grape 1, 2, 3, strawberry 1, 2, 3? Or grape 1, 2, strawberry 1, grape 2, I don't know. Something like that. The other clue. Is he talking about that one time? Well, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? 'Cause I showed up. You showed up? How'd you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The final dead room.
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
The top floor. So the third floor?
Wouldn't it be the 6th floor? Or something? Or if it is the top floor? Although I guess we haven't gotten that far yet.
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
Yes, that is what you would think, isn't it? Unless it's not that they're alternating floors, but instead that they're... What? No. Because if there was a hatch that led downward, then the hatch should have brought him only downward. How would it go up? It can't... I was thinking maybe the buildings were side by side or something. Like, maybe it is 3 floors, but they're side by side buildings. But no, that wouldn't make sense with the angles either, would it? I guess it potentially could, though. I don't know. No, it wouldn't. There's no way that would make sense with the angles. They have to be layered on top of each other. So that doesn't really make much sense.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor. Because the 3rd floor was actually the 1st floor of Strawberry House? Using the photo we took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Let's do this. Oh boy. Oh, Logic Dive. I was expecting Hammond's Gambit. I always think Gambit. I don't even think about Dive. Real quick. Let me review these. Okay. Alright, so brake, accelerate, jump, and then move. Okay, gotcha. So, alright. Okay, remember to jump. I got the better turning this time, so I can easily avoid these. Ah, shit! That came out of nowhere. No! Oh! The turning is too strong! Why do I go inside when I could go outside? Because I'm a glutton for punishment? You Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. They exist. They have to both exist. Ah, shit! Hairy assholes! I suck. Oh! Draw distance! You screw me! Fuck! Fuck draw distance! They could have... Okay, this... Okay, one complaint I have already... Okay, already? There is one complaint I have about this game now. This... Not... But yeah, this game, more specifically the game within the game, is the draw distance. Like, those blue things are coming out of nowhere now. And it's annoying. Because I think I can go somewhere, but I can't. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's not fun. Alright. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same buildings or two different buildings? They're the same building. Oh. Oh. Speed up. Woo! Yeah! Time to go wild. Oh shit! I was going too fast! I've never gone too fast and killed myself like that before. Slow down. No! I can't... Okay, I gotta not speed up then. If I'm going that fast, yeah, let's just do this then. Like, I can't go that fast, or I'll die. I still die! What the hell? Do I have to brake in midair? Maybe. Haven't really tried that before. No? Maybe? What the fuck? No, what the hell? Is this even doable? Do I have to brake as soon as I hit the ground? Oh, shit. I don't get it. How can I do this without, like, fucking over jumping? I don't get it. And brake. No, jump. Oh, fuck. Brake. Jump as well. No. What the hell? I don't know how you're supposed to do this. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how to do this. What the hell? Is this what am I doing wrong? Avoid the thing? Avoid the jump thing. You crafty bastards. Okay, I'm sorry. I was mad for no reason. That was smart. How are the position with vertically? That was smart of them. Okay, I just hadn't realized that you have to jump the speed up. Never mind. That wasn't wrong. They were smart to do that. I was just taking a while to figure it out. That's actually really clever of them. Never mind. My hatred just turned to praise. Yeah, that was a smart thing to do. Anyways, wow, it's actually very clever. You have to jump the speed up. That's nice. But yeah, okay.
It's all coming together.
I kind of thought this before, but it still doesn't completely explain things.
I got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings.
But one 6-story building.
They're actually one 6-story building?
Exactly.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located, the floor is below Grape House. No, wait, the other way around. Shit. Fuck! Oh, my influence! Look at it! I'm not wrong. I just got it mixed up.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
I just got my which is which mixed up. I knew what I was doing.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, okay. So they're not interchanging or anything. I guess that makes some sense. In other words, Monokuma's whole spiel earlier about it doesn't go vertically was a complete lie. It only goes vertically. What a bastard.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
I love when she just says stuff like, oh snap, it's great.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Then that's completely doable. If the Grape House was on top, it'd still probably be doable, but it'd be kind of weird.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
But it wasn't true! It wasn't true!
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse,
Monokuma left a red herring.
Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Kuma'd? Really? We've just been Kuma'd? Dude, we're all kind of fucking starving. We're not in the mood for your shit. Normally I think you're a fun dude. You might make us kill each other, but in the end, it's us who does the killings. But this whole starving thing kind of crossed the line. Like, that's a thing that you could straight up kill us with. So, I'm liking you a little less now. You're kind of mean.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Meh.
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
Of course.
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Wait! You said before that this was already, the funhouse was already part of the amusement park. Unless you meant, like, the thing, there was a funhouse, but it was completely different from this? Maybe.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
That wouldn't make any sense, or we wouldn't have seen the same shit. It's gotta move at the same time the elevator does. It's gotta be connected to the elevator.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
They move with the elevator. That has to be it, right?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Oh?
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
She doesn't care about you. She only likes Gundam.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Let's do it! Monokuma file number 4, wire, goodnight button, tripped over pillar, chain, broken doorknob. Okay, strange feeling in tower.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What?
You mean a fake body?
Ah!
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
A dummy in Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? I don't think so. Like, for the same reason. The oil was in the same place. It's the same thing of, like, how would you prepare that in advance? It wouldn't make any sense. But is something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers.
See, strange feeling in Monokuma file number 4. His body was discovered, which was inside. It says severely about repair, such will be concerns. Despite the fact that these lemons. Aside from that, there's several other because of this. Seen with. Okay. 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 Where's the Oh, it's on the other, complete other way, isn't it? The placement look exactly the same. Oh, they look exactly the same, and soda cans move them. Yeah, soda cans took them, and yet they look this. So it's gotta be the strange feeling in the tower. So soda cans, you're spoiled by your own shit.
Was actually a dummy.
Dumbass.
No, that's wrong.
You screwed over your own thing.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Yeah, your account, dumbass.
Huh? Me?
Oh, you're so stupid. It's funny.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body are all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Correct.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Ah, Sonya's thinking Soda Cans is the killer. How's Soda Cans gonna react to that?
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
Not necessarily a joke, it's feasible.
You are joking, right?
Somebody has to be the killer.
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
How do you know that?
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Why not? It would have been weird if he didn't fix that stuff. He's the ultimate mechanic. Even if he made an excuse like, I can't do it, like, that would be really shitty of him. I think it would make sense for him to fix that stuff.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
Still, though, it would be kind of suspicious if he couldn't fix it, don't you think?
I see. That is disappointing.
Oh, what?
I'm even more disappointed.
Yeah, it's Sonya. You gotta be heartbroken now. She said she's disappointed that you're not the killer. Like she likes you the least or something. Wow. But, I'd say there's still a possibility he's the killer. If not him, I want to say Akane, because other than that... Sonya? Oh, please don't let it be Sonya. Like, for one thing, that's another girl, but also... She's been kind of pushing for certain things for a while, so... Maybe Gundam? I don't know, like... Akane? I hope it's Akane. Hope it's Akane. I think if it's not Soda Can, Sonya is looking most likely now, though. I hope not.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Wouldn't it just move with the elevator or something? I mean, isn't that a pretty simple explanation? Maybe?
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
Exactly.
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
It's called an elevator, durr! A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building? I feel like I've seen that before. Are you sure? Alright, let's do this. Oh god, really? Hangman Gambit? Yeah. Elevator, right? I haven't looked at the letter count, but I'm just gonna assume elevator. Yeah, it's elevator. It's an A, right? An A next? Oh shit, I suck. Maybe it isn't E. Maybe it's an E. Oh shit, I suck at spelling. Now it's definitely an A. Elevator. And then an O. I need an O. Somebody give me an O. Oh shit, there's my O. No, there's my other O. No. Oh. No. Fuck. No. Ah! I can't go through one trial without this. Did I go through case 1 without a game over? No, I didn't. I died on the freaking panic talk. Shit. Ah!
This is... We will never give up!
Jeez. How high is that we will never give up count now? I gotta keep track of that now. I have to.
You can't think of it.
Ah! I know what it is! Fuck you, game mechanics! It was moving too fast! Ah! It's not an A. Gosh, I already did this already. I have to do it again, though. Fuck you, game. And your mechanics that are designed to make things challenging and not just a simple mystery game. Which is kind of better than if it was a simple mystery game, but still! Oh, game, why do you have to be so good? Fuck you for being good. You and your goodness. It's very annoying. Where's the fucking E? I need a V. There we go. No. Oh, it's getting faster now. Oh, no! Ah! 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 No! That was dumb. I need an O. O? O. O? O. Give me an O. Give me a fucking O. O. I need an O. No! R! Thank you for not crashing! Fuck off! Ah! I did it!
Got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
Yes! Such a simple answer, but it's hard to get to because of the damn Hangman's game. No! I really like that game, by the way. It's very good how it speeds up and stuff. I know I complain and shit when I lose, but if I won everything easily, I'd complain after the fact a lot more. And I praise after the fact because it's challenging. So, anyways, that's just how I work. If I don't bitch at all about it while I'm playing it, it probably means it wasn't very good. If I bitch too much, though, it probably means it's bad. I mean, there's a correct level of bitching that needs to be achieved.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
It's moved at the same time as the regular elevator, probably.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
Or heck, it might even be moved when you press the button on the friggin' thing. The strawberry and grape button. Maybe. Possibly.
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Exactly.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yeah, because it had to move floors.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Exactly. It all makes sense. Now we just have to figure out how the killer used this to their advantage.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Yes?
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
It's a trap. It's a red herring. They thought you'd see that. Monokuma thought you'd see that and be like, oh, this must lead to the other tower. It's to throw you off.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
It's to confuse us, and it did its job perfectly.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Oh, it must just be the floor that moves. The doors must be different. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah, the doors would be different. That's pretty simple though, isn't it? Wait, what's on top? Strawberry's on top, so that'd be fine. If, grape was on top, it'd be a little weird because, the chains might get caught on the floor, but no.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Because it was a different door.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Because it's a different door. Is that really so weird? The floor moves, but not the door.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Is it so hard to understand that the doors were just two different doors?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
I agree, but, okay, why?
What did you say?
What?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
I guess what she's saying kind of makes some sense, sorta.
Why do we have to do that?
Because, dumbass, to solve the case.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Everything? Or what? The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all move with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common is they're all on the floor.
I see.
Duh.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
Isn't that obvious?
And?
And what? There's an and? Oh, crap.
And?
Uh-oh. Shit. She got us.
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
The picture on the far back? Because there are two different doors. Duh. Isn't that basically what we were just saying?
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
The floor moves, but the door doesn't. What's so unique about that? There's something unique about the elevator? There's no ceiling, you can only enter one side. It's an enormous circle. Only the floor moves.
I see.
Duh!
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Based on what you just said before about how only stuff on the floor was relevant, I would think that'd be obvious.
Only the floor moved?
No shit, Sherlock.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Why is that so weird?
That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Yup.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Exactly. You don't want to go through that door, by the way. It'll probably lead you down to just a big fall.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Well, like I just said, the grape floor one the strawberry floor one will likely lead you to just falling down, like a bunch of floors. The grape floor one, which is on the bottom, will likely just lead outside.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Possibly. If you can even open them at all.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
To confuse us. But if they are just for show, how the hell did we even get in here? Like, that has to be how we got in here, right? The doors? I would think.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Cute, saying we, even though you're the one who first brought it up. So you're trying to make it look like you're not dumb? No, I understand what you're saying, but still, you were the first one to bring it up. Just saying. I think.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
In other words, Monokuma.
Did you hear that, Monami?
What?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What? What?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Monokuma Monami. It's official. What would that even be called? Normally, I don't know, when you make the pairings, you gotta go like, I don't know, like, let's say it was Hajime and and Hinata. It would be Hajinata or something. So with Monokuma and Monami, you couldn't really do that, though. Because you'd be like, Monami? Wait, so Monokuma, so the Mono for Monokuma and the Mi? But wait, that's just Monami. So you'd have to do like Kuma-mi? Or Mikuma? Or, it'd be weird. It'd be weird. Unless you did Usami, in which case you could do like Usakuma or something.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Or to mislead us.
Why?
Or both.
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yup. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair the button, but... Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall is a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
Makes sense.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
Yeah, that's true.
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Yeah.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth.
Dun dun dun.
The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Okay, but how does this help us figure out who the killer is?
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
In other words, the killer is someone who already knew about this. Dun dun dun. So it would probably be whoever the person that went through the dead room before Nagito was. So, because that would make sense, because then they'd know with the hatch and everything. Because that also helps them figure out the fun room secret. So that does make sense. Oh yeah, the fun in the dead room really is very rewarding, even if you actually do have to do Russian roulette. If that's a real thing. I kind of thought off screen maybe that it wasn't like none of the bullets like were real bullets and they didn't actually do anything. I don't know, but or maybe Monokuma is just like, bring it on, bitches! You can kill yourself. I don't care. I don't know. Maybe.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
It would seem so.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would seem so.
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Oh, really? Because I'm the killer and I know everything. What?
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Actually, I'm starting to have an idea of what happened. Alright. I'm thinking about this right now. I'm thinking. I think I have an idea of what happened. Okay, so Nekomaru was in sleep mode, right? Makes sense? Good. Here's what happened. So the floor has one of the pillars is broken, right? Right. And then it also has the wire and the head that's severed. The wire is the key. The loop of the wire was probably like one loop was tied to Nekomaru's head or neck or something. And then another part was probably tied to the doorknob that broke off, I'm guessing. And then they simply changed floors. And by doing that, as he was being moved up, the head would have eventually popped off. Like, that's just what would have happened. Unless, no wait, it wasn't tied to the door. No, it would make more sense if it was tied to the pillar, right? But no, the pillar would move with him, so that wouldn't make sense. So when did the pillar must have fell over first, in an unrelated incident. Or if it is related, it's not what killed him. But it would have hurt him. No, wait. Oh, no, it wasn't tied to Nekomaru at all. It was tied to the pillar and the door. And when it went down, the pillar was used, and it was all like, Kersplashy! But if that happened, it still doesn't explain why there were no rock fragments above Mechamaru. I think that's what happened, but I don't fully understand it.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
That is?
What a pain. It's fine already.
No soda cans. If there's something we don't know, we should try and figure it out. Otherwise, we'll never get to the truth.
Gundam, please proceed.
Yeah, you have Sonya's approval. Yeah, okay. Soda cans feels, for one thing, partially a lot like the Hagakure of this game, at least as far as comic relief goes. But also, I was thinking like Gumshoe of Ace Attorney. Because he's always the one who just, yeah, he's like, let's just move on, it doesn't really matter, something like that. And then people are always harassing him because of it. But, there's a difference between him and Yasuhiro. I think it's that, he's more, I don't know, what's the big difference between him and Yasuhiro? Is there one? I think it's that he feels more, I feel like, for one thing, he's a bit more interesting, maybe? I don't know. Nah. Rejected!
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
This appears to be the case, yes.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
By acting as a regular elevator. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically...
Oh! Then there's the thing with the, what's it called? The compass.
Then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Yes.
But, does this reflect reality?
It's the compass, right? That is an interesting topic.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Yes. On your right when your back is to the elevator. Okay.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
He makes a decent point. Unless it's not just vertically, but also, like, horizontally at the same time. That still doesn't make sense with the compass. I completely forgot about that. I think I was actually considering off screen, like, what if it was vertical, but then I remembered, oh wait, the compass, so it can't be vertical. And I completely forgot about that. So yeah, how is it possible to be vertical?
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
That's how it would appear. Or wait, no. No. That's not what the problem is. The problem is the compass. That's not even a big deal.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Ah, Sonya wants to know too. I agree, what does this mean? The compass is the bigger deal as far as I'm concerned, but whatever. If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. Oh. Oh, completely on the right and completely on the left. That's a good point. Let me think about this for a second. Now the compass might actually be what helps the point. I thought it just meant, oh, the Strawberry Hall is like, you look, it's like you're seeing it on, like, through your left eye versus the Grape House is on your right eye. But no, it's completely on opposite walls. Okay. That makes a good point. Let me think about that. The elevator rotates then it makes sense, right? Or wait. Then the elevator on this side must be adjacent from the elevator on the other side. Or not, I mean, where the elevators come out of, I mean. Which means... Yeah, I'm thinking about it now, and that would be half to how it is. That would have to be how it is, which means the elevator must turn. It has to turn. Okay, then the 180 degrees makes sense. Never mind. I thought that hurt the idea, but now that I get to see the full thing in fullness, now that I'm paying attention, it actually helps the idea. How can I break through this contradiction? With the compass. The thing that I thought was the contradiction itself actually stops the contradiction. Is it the Fujihiko's account?
If the two houses are connected vertically.
Is it Fujihiko's account? Is that what it is? Where's Fujihiko's account? Apparently Fujihiko, no. Contact elevator?
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses...
Damn, I don't know where this is going. Like, it's the compass thing, right? So, but how do we do that? Let's see. Where's the broken doorknob? One of the doorknobs from the far back, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. I don't know.
If the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
What's Akane's account? Oh no, I remember what that is. It's irrelevant.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
They like each other. Deal with it. So Gunham and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but... Is that really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically.
Contact... I'm just not sure what truth bullet I'm supposed to use. Nagito's sudden appearance, Akane's account, Fujihiko's account, Kazuichi's account. What's Kazuichi's account? Oh, it might actually be Kazuichi's account. Ah, there we go. Hello.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
What? I know it's gotta be this thing, it's just which statement do I use it on? When the elevator's behind you, each the...
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Is it this? Oh, okay.
What's wrong?
Nah. Whatevs. I think could have worked on a lot of those.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah! Try to be useful for once, you dum-dum.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Exactly.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Which is different than the 360 degrees that it just did when spinning in towards Chiaki.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh, that's nifty. I hadn't thought of it like that. Okay, cool. I thought it went through the inside, not the outside. Whatever, either way.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Correct.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Do you even realize what chapter we're on?
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Doesn't need to be structurally practical. If you guys die, it's not a big deal.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
Of course! I'm a bear!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
I call this shit like a mofo.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
It has to be the wire.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What? You couldn't have found it there, because it was... What? 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 Were there multiple wires? What? Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. In fact, that contradicts what you said earlier. So... What?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Right, because normally it's a hexagon, but it becomes an octagon in the outer ring when you get to, through the Fun Dead Room thing. An 8-sided shape.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Correct, Hajime. You win the prize.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
That's not something that's hard to know. And you're just a lucky student, so shut up!
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon, it's probably... It has to be here. The first floor strawberry. Oh. Oh? What?
Crap!
Well, how would that... There are no octagons. Trick question?
Crap!
There's no octagons. Don't fuck with me. There are no octagons. So I'll just point into space or something.
Crap!
There is no octagon. There are no 8-sided shapes here. Well, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Crap!
I don't get it.
Crap!
I'm just gonna start clicking everything.
Crap!
I'm gonna have game over again.
Crap!
I don't get it.
Crap!
There is no octagon here. Don't fuck with me, game. What the hell?
Here!
What?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final Dead Room.
What? What? No, I'm sorry. That's bullshit. That right there is total bullshit. I pointed to Grape House. I just pointed to a point in Grape House that was like next to a certain angle of Strawberry House. And I mean, I guess if you think about it, well, let me think about it. Would the final Dead Room even lead there? No. As far as we know, it wouldn't. I mean, maybe if you look at it a certain way. That's stupid. I'm sorry. That right there is bullshit. Okay? Moving on. That was bullshit. Let's move on.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Okay. Huh? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, Huh? No. No, it doesn't. How would that make it? What? Okay, I'm stupid. Give me a second. No. How does that make any sense? I'm trying to think of how that makes sense. I'm not seeing it. Nope. If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, it becomes an 8-sided shape. Oh. Okay, I get it.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
Yeah, the way you pointed to that was dumb. I'm sorry, it was, no matter how you look at it.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
But it wasn't there. But before you said it was. Are you stupid? Ugh.
Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Oh. Okay?
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
You're gonna have to explain this a bit more to me, but I'll roll with it.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That seems to be the case. I still don't fully get it. Unless you mean, well, yeah, moving floors of the elevator. But I kind of thought you were heading to the wire, because the wire would have had to be used. But alright, whatever.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Oh hey, you're being filled with hope again. That's cool. I like it when you like hope stuff. I always hate it when you're being pessimistic like you were being before. It's much better when you're all hope. Crazy hope, but hope.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
There we go. Here's the Nagito I know and love. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? It's pretty simple. Still don't know who did it, but it's pretty simple. Who is the killer who did that? I don't know. Okay, suspended. Jeez, that was taking a while. I was afraid it would take longer.
Hiya!
Hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call him on me. Oh boy, my favorite. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stuffedly. What? That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stuffedly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these words would be... Ta-da! Stupidly. Stupid, fat, ugly. Okay, stupidly.
Huh?
There's a fat hidden in there? Duh.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stoofatly.
Yeah, you stoofatly. Nice.